Hello everyone and welcome back to another video today, where today we're going to be sorting out the new polytunnel. It's not an entirely new polytunnel, we've just added a new cover onto it. As you can see in the older videos, the cover was pretty much destroyed. So thank you so much to everyone who has donated to help fund for this new cover. This cover won't be here on this polytunnel and won't be able to grow that much stuff here on the allotment without the kind people that have donated. So thank you very much to everyone who has supported the channel. So you can't get it to fit perfectly as the frame has moved and everything, but we've got it to fit on quite nicely. I'm going to show you a bit more in a minute. Everything's just chucked in there at the moment, so we just need to clear it out a bit. And in a minute we will also look at some of this stuff on the No Dig allotment. I would also like you to go check out Grow Your Plots YouTube channel. He is also doing No Dig over on his allotment, so definitely go check out his channel. So yeah, let's get on with clearing up this polytunnel. So as you can see, the polytunnel is quite a mess. Everything is a bit everywhere, so just need to basically, I think, just take everything out and put it back in bit by bit, in its correct place. So yeah, we've got the brassicas in here, the sunflowers in here. That's like sort of the only plants in here. So there's some cardboard over there, some compost. So it just all needs sorting out. So as you can see, the brassicas are growing quite nicely. We've got some here, too many one cell. This variety here, cabbage earliest of all, hasn't grown that much, but it might just start to sprout a little bit later. So yeah, they're all going good. Right then, so I'm just going to basically take the cardboard out and all this basically just mess in the middle here. And then what I'll do, I think I'll just neaten up these racks here. So I think I'll do like a little speed up of this. So there we have it. The polytunnel is all clean inside now. We've had a bit of a shuffle around, if you will, with all like the racks and that inside. Everything is all clean. We've got these shelving here with our brassicas. Our sunflowers are coming up now. This is the last year's 14-foot tall ones. The other ones haven't come up yet. That's the giraffe variety. I'm not sure if they'll come up at all. As the variety, not the variety, the seed, sorry, was a bit old. These are the trees that we've planted. I'll link a video to that up here. Like a little eye will pop up there, so you can watch that after this video. There's the other sunflowers. A couple of the Velvet Queen are just starting to push through. Here's basically just the box that the new cover came in, and some other cardboard in that we can use as mulch. These canes, and that's just what supports the tomatoes when we have them in here. I took the middle of this landscape fabric up, as it was just sort of covering the very middle section of it. It's just like clay underneath there. So I took it up as it was just flapping around a bit. So yeah, there it is. We can use that to suppress some weeds. I haven't swept the whole, as there's still the odd leaf and that in here, but you can't get it perfect. Unfortunately, some of this shelving has rusted. It's falling to bits a little bit, but it should be alright. It's holding up. We've just got some random stuff here. It's not organised at all that much, but You know, it's just got, you know, parts trays, you know, just stuff where you can find it. So yeah, it's all looking good. Should be able to get some stuff planted in here. It looks a lot better. So thank you very much to everyone who supported the channel by donating, and everyone who watches my videos as well. I thank you very much as well. Got a little clip-on roll-up thing up here. Before, this was on the old cover, this was Velcro and it rotted off in the first year. So having a clip will make it last a lot longer. I always find that it's these zips that go first, and then we'll have to use the other entrance, you know, in 3-4 years, just to make it last a bit longer. You know, the frame's rusted, but it's still holding up, and yeah, it's all neat in there now. So where we've mulched here, you know, a few months back with this well-rotted manure, weeds have started to come up through from the layer underneath as we're doing no dig, so we're not just turning it over all the time. What I'm doing is I'm carefully lifting some of these weeds out here. You know, there was quite a few more, but you know, I'm getting on top of it. You know, there's all this area over here that needs cleaning up. We have the onions just over here. We've got some more that can be planted very soon as well, so that's all good. So there's not much I can say about the allotment apart from that we're getting on top of the weeding. The no dig's definitely benefiting already. You know, there's already some worms in here and that, so we've just got some onions to put in later on this week. I might do a video on that, so leave a thumbs up if you want to see that video. The hybrid poplar is doing very well that we planted, and you know, the weeping willow, it's not the best, but if it doesn't grow very well, what we'll do is we'll cut it down to the base or a few stems, and that will encourage it to grow, and it will be like a weeping bush and it will lift itself up. We'll have to see how that goes. The normal willow, I'll bring you in closer, is starting to shoot very much. Now we've got this mulch around it, and you know, we've got the odd weed coming up through the mulch. You had to put cardboard down, but where we didn't put cardboard down, you know, the seeds have germinated and it's growing through. But you know, once all them seeds are germinated, there won't be many more seeds to grow, so you know, it will be better in the long run as we're trying the first year of no dig. So if you're not already subscribed, click subscribe so you can see how our experiments go. So the hybrid willows are growing quite fast now, as you can see the growth already off some of these. You know, you've got the odd one that haven't shown much growth yet. I think that's just because the wind with the mat has blown the shoots off, but they're all coming now. You know, we've got some big ones coming. The leaves look very different to normal willow, as they're like more pointed. As you can see, you know, that's growing very quickly. I'm now finding that the thicker trunk ones are growing a lot quicker compared to the thinner ones like these at the start of the year. So we predicted that when we planted them, and that seems to be happening as well. As you can see, they are all growing very well. The ones we planted upside down, as I said, you know, we just did this as an experiment to see what would happen. They've grown down and upwards. This one started off very well, but it's now going yellow and sort of dying. I don't know if that's because there's a nettle strangling it or because it's not getting much light. As you can see, we planted that one upside down as well. You know, this thick one here is also growing very strongly. The James Grieve apple tree is looking very nice. We don't have that much flower buds coming, as I find, you know, one year when you cut it, you have to cut some of the old, like really leggy flower, you know, fruit spurs off as they're starting to grow into proper branches, and then the following year you have a lot more fruit. So I think next year we'll have lots more, but this year we've still got some pretty healthy ones. You know, you might want to, if we see any weak buds, we might want to, you know, just prick them out to thin the bunch out, because you only want 2 to 3 apples on each bunch, sort of thing. As you can see, it's growing very nicely, and this will look very nice. It's starting to lean away from its original post here, but you know, that doesn't really matter that much now. It's quite sturdy, and as you can see, it's not leaning terrible. I think it's just because the sun rises from this side, so all the weight's on here and pulling it away. But you know, it's growing quite nicely. A quick update on the rootstocks. They're starting to grow. When we see quite a few sprouts hopefully coming from the bottom, we will then further mulch to, you know, air layer them, if you will. We have this dwarf pear tree here, looking very nice for all its blossom on. So I would like to further thank you all for donating and helping to get this polytunnel cover here. You know, we wouldn't be able to grow so much more this year without you guys. So if you would also like to help the channel by donating, I will put the link up on screen, and I will also put a link down below in the description as always. So you know, we've got all this extra room now to grow things. You know, we've got the brassicas, sunflowers, you know, we've got these trees here. So everything is growing very nicely. And as I said at the start of the video, be sure to check out Grow Your Plots YouTube channel. I will put the thing up here, the little iCard, for you to check out his channel, and I'll also put a link in the description as well. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, remember to click that like button and press subscribe with notifications on, so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And apart from that, I'm just going to prick out some of these seedlings in a minute, and yeah, I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye bye everybody.